How's it going, important people? We are back with another episode of How the Heck Do You Play That Deck? We are going to be pumping out a lot more of these, I promise, because I want to showcase some other decks that I like to play that are similar to Dark Magician in terms of nostalgia, but they're also very competitive. Don't forget about DM though. I'm working on a saucy Kash Dark Magician build. If you're not subbed to the channel, be sure to drop a sub so that you see it when I post it. But in the meantime, what is the next deck we're going to play? It only makes sense after playing Yugi's deck to play the next protagonist in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. We're going to play Jaden's hero deck. It's time to get your game on, guys. This deck has so much gas. I'm telling you, it is so competitive. Definitely able to hang with the meta. I'm going to go over the deck list, all the combos you need to play this deck effectively, the decisions I made to make my deck, and I promise you, you're not going to want to miss the very end of the video where I show what I believe to be one of the most unbreakable boards possible. Let me know in the comments if you've seen anything like it. A lot of people have told me that it is the best board that you can make with heroes. With that being said, I want to thank my Twitch community, the Twitch Habibis, for helping build the deck, giving advice, especially my fellow streamer, Superb Pat. Go drop a follow. He gave me some combo tips as well. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for 1,000 subs. Hopefully we keep growing. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. And without further ado, let's learn how the heck do you play heroes. Something I want to highlight here is just the main starting combo pieces to the deck. So this is an OTK deck. We're going up against Purrely, which is the new selection pack deck. It's going to be a menace to society. Your number one starter is Elemental Hero Stratos. Stratos is not even a once per turn effect. It searches for any hero monster. We get Ashed here, which is fine. I'm going to show you what we can make the next play with. So we go Fusion Destiny, and I send my Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist lets me search for a hero monster when it's sent to the graveyard, so that's why I do that. And I go for Ferris. Unfortunately, Fusion Destiny locks me into dark monsters only, and that kind of screws me over. But I am able to add Ferris. Ferris to put increase, and then increase to summon Vion. Vion lets me search for polymerization. And then now when I have Stratos, Increase, and Vion on the field, that is your starting combo. Once you have those three on the field, then you can start making plays. So we go into Cross Crusader to summon Malicious Bane, Tribute Malicious Bane to search for any hero monster. I go for Liquid Soldier, and then I play Poly here, and I realize I can't go into what's his name? Forgot his name. Sunrise. I can't go into Sunrise. I have to go into DP, which is fine. I'll go into Dread Decimator. I have a strong DP on the field. I have a Forbidden Droplet. Everything is okay, or so I think. They're going to do their Purrely stuff, which I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not super familiar with. So I negated that first effect, and I destroyed it because it had a second effect, and they were still able to play. So they play through it. They keep doing their thing, and I'm just kind of twiddling my thumbs here, assuming I'm going to lose this duel. Okay, so they are done, and we draw Dark Angel. Guys, Dark Angel is the most important card in the deck, arguably. They apparently could draw twice off of that during my standby phase, which is crazy. We summon Dark Angel to their field. Dark Angel's effect is it negates all spell effects on my opponent's field whenever they're activated. So I'm going to summon Denier. I know Dread Decimator can attack directly. Do piercing damage. They're going to Ash Blossom my Malicious Bane. So now they've ashed me twice. I guess they're just the better player. I'm going to attack here. They're going to play this, which is going to take their Ixies here. I'm going to pop it so that it misses the target. So this trap effect doesn't activate. I'll use... And then here's the interesting thing. They play both their spell effects. Dark Angel negates both of them. It's insane. It's insane. I love it so much. This is how you stop the meta with this card right here. I'm going to attack here and do the piercing damage. I'm going to leave Dark Angel on the field because I can't go for game anyways. So I want to make sure that if they do draw any spells, they can't activate them. And they just end up scooping it up. Dark Angel better than Purrely, confirmed. The good thing about Heroes is, while it is an OTK deck, while it can set up crazy first turn boards, which like I said, at the end of the video, you're going to see a crazy first turn board that we can set up. It also is a very balanced deck. So I have cards like Imperm, Ash, you know, Forbidden Droplet Maxi, a lot of going second cards that really help me win games. So I'm able to stop their plays here with the Imperm, and this other Imperm is going to come in handy as well. So I'm going to play E-Call to grab Stratos, like I said, your number one starter piece. And then I'm going to play Reinforcements of the Army to grab Denier. The reason I'm going to grab Denier, I want to explain really quickly, is because I plan on using Stratos' effect to search for Ferris. Now, with Ferris' effect, I can send Denier to the graveyard. If I have Stratos and Denier in hand, I have full combo to set up my ultimate board. All I need is either Denier or Malicious Bane in the graveyard and a way to summon Stratos. That's it. Very, very common and very easy to set up with a hero deck. Let me go back into the replay. They're going to play Crime, though. So they're going to negate my entire strategy. But we're going to pivot. Luckily, we have Fusion Destiny. And they're going to send Havness to the grave to summon Kit Kalos. Also, luckily, we have another Imperm. And look at that. Our board is clear, so we can play it out of the hand. We negate their Imperm. And from here, it is just time to cook. Fusion Destiny to summon out DPE. And then you would think I'm done here. I'm not. Malicious Bane to summon another one from the deck. They're going to banish this. I'm going to chain my DPE effect to get rid of Fenrir. So you might be thinking, how on earth, with this board here, do I win this turn? I'm gonna spoil it. I do win this turn. So I'm going to activate Denier to put another Malicious Bane on the top of the deck. So now remember, because I use Denier's effect to put my banished Malicious Bane to the top of my deck, I can use that Malicious Bane effect again. So we're going to go Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader is going to summon out DPE. Then I'm going to use that Malicious Bane effect that I gave myself the opportunity to do to summon Malicious Bane, so that now I can use Cross Crusader's effect, Tribute Malicious Bane, to search for any hero monster. I get Ferris, and now I can cook. Ferris to send Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist allows me to search for a hero. So I'm going to search for Honest Neos. Increase, remember, like I said, guys, Increase, Vion, Stratos, those are your main guys. I get Polymerization using Vion's effect. We go into Vision Hero Trinity. Trinity is such just a big beat stick. I'm going to play Honest Neos. It's going to get up to 7,500 attack points. And then we're going to finish it off with DP. Easy claps. Kash Tear, no problem. All right, so here it is, the moment you've been waiting for, guys, the ultimate board you can set up with heroes. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to let it go, kind of fast. There's basically multiple ways to do this combo, but your key pieces are obviously Ferris and Stratos. So we're going to use Increase's effect to summon Vion. Vion to send Malicious Bane. So now I have Malicious Bane and Denier in the graveyard. I'm going to get Polymerization. I'm going to grab Cross Crusader. Use Cross Crusader's effect to grab Stratos. So now Stratos is going to be able to be on the field and allow me to grab my Liquid Soldier. Liquid Soldier is key for this combo. So we're going to play Polymerization to fuse into our Sunrise. Now I want to point out really quickly, had I not had Ferris in hand, I could have gotten, let's say if I had Stratos in hand, I could have used Stratos to get Ferris and then eventually Cross Crusader's effect to get Liquid Soldier. Or I could have used a Hero Lives to get Stratos to get Ferris, or I could have used E-Call. There's so many ways to do this. It's such a consistent strategy. It's kind of insane. Obviously, being uninterrupted without Maxi or Ash Blossom helps a lot, but here we had Called By ×2, so very good hand. We used Sunrise. I already had Miracle Fusion in the hand, so I couldn't use this effect to add Miracle Fusion, but normally if you didn't have Miracle Fusion, you'd be able to add it that way. And I'm going to link into Wonder Driver. That is key. So you send the Sunrise to the graveyard, and then the next thing you do is you summon Denier from the grave. Remember, we sent it at the very beginning. Now with Denier on the field and being summoned underneath my Wonder Driver, 1, I get to get Polymerization set to my field, but 2, I get to add Dark Angel to the top of my deck, and you guys know how powerful Dark Angel is. So I'm going to play Miracle Fusion using my Liquid Soldier. So notice how I didn't use the effect of Liquid Soldier originally when I used it as a fusion material. Now I get to draw 2 and discard 1. I'm going to discard Mass Change because I'm going to get a Mass Change here in a little bit. We're going to use Malicious Bane's effect to special summon itself, go into DPE. So now using DPE, we are going to destroy Wake Up Your Elemental. When Wake Up Your Elemental is destroyed, it allows me to special summon a hero monster. I'm going to choose my Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist, when special summon, lets me get Mass Change. I'm going to set Mass Change. I'm not going to activate it now because, remember, I can only activate 1 Shadow Mist effect per turn, and I want to be able to use the effect when it gets sent to the graveyard to add a hero monster to my hand. Last but not least, we're going to summon Dark Angel to our opponent's field. And this is where the shenanigans kind of begin. So first off, we're going to mass change into Dark Claw. I'm going to summon Dark Claw directly beneath Wonder Driver. Wonder Driver triggers again, adding Miracle Fusion. And then that Shadow Mist effect activates for next turn. So then also, standby phase, we get DPE back. So this is the ultimate board. It may not seem like much, but this is a crazy board. We have a Disruption in DP, Dark Claw. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished. Also, if they add a card, I can banish a card from their hand. And last but not least, Dark Angel is on the field. Dark Angel negates all their spell effects. Dark Angel prevents them from playing evenly matched. You're going to see here, they're going to try to go to the battle phase. It's like they didn't even notice Dark Angel was there. Dark Angel stops Kash because they can't special summon because they have a monster on the field. Dark Angel stops so many decks, it's insane. So watch this. They go to the battle phase. They can't activate their thing. They're evenly matched. They kaiju my Dark Claw, but then they play Sacred Sword. It gets negated. They play Reinforcements of the Army. It gets negated. Guys, they end up scooping it up because they got so frustrated. It says connection failed. They just rage quit off. This is a unbreakable board that you can set up very consistently with heroes. All right, guys, here is the deck that I was using. I think this deck has a lot of master potential. Guys, before I get into it, be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate it. And also, too, if you would consider subscribing to the channel, it really helps us pump out more content like this. So I'm going to do a brief breakdown. Obviously, you have to be able to know what these cards do. I'm not going to read them all for you. I get it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players reading, tough concept. I get it. I don't like to read either, okay? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Read-O, you know what I mean? Anyways, so I'm just going to highlight some of the things that I do differently than other people. So I play 1 increase. Some people like to play 2. I like it at 1. It's a brick. If you draw it, obviously 2 is going to increase the likelihood of drawing it. The downside is if you play it at 1 and you draw it in your opening hand, you cannot make your combos. You know, just be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't draw it. Easy. I like the ratios of 2-ofs for my key ones like Shadow Mist, Ferris, Vion, Stratos. That way I have a good chance of drawing, but also I don't want to draw, you know, 2 copies of each. So I really like these ratios. They really work for me. Some people like to play Ferris at 3 because it's kind of your key combo piece, like your centerpiece of the combo. But I like it at 2, especially since Stratos can search for it. And then a Hero Lives can search for Stratos or summon Stratos. Same with Rhoda can search for Stratos. There's just so many ways. And then I also like to play E-Call, another way to search. So it just ups the consistency of the deck that much. And then if all else fails, you have Fusion Destiny to fall back on. So just a very powerful deck. DP, Dark Claw, we talked about them. Very, very key parts of the deck. Let's address the elephant in the room, guys. This is an expensive deck. It is over 3 secret packs. So it's not easy to build this deck. You have to really love heroes. It's very expensive, but you are getting a fairly competitive deck. So it's kind of worth it. But anyways, guys, let me know if you want to see more hero videos. I've been really enjoying this deck, so I'd love to show more replays. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you guys have not seen my post-ban list breakdown, go check out this video here. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves and go out of your way to make somebody's day special. Peace and love, guys.